everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going on a little trip down to the south coast. We're going to be visiting New Milton. So myself and Harry Enfield, we hatched a plan to go down to the Sammy Millers Museum and have a look around. And Sandy, he's not been too good, but he decided he'd come along with us as well, and like I say, he's brought his GoPro with him. Right, Savanac, we're in Savanac Forest. We're coming through Savanac now. And look at the colours on those trees, they're just starting to change. Absolutely beautiful. Now here she is, or he, the old oak, over 1,000 years old or more. Here we are in the New Forest. Got some blue sky to our right, but not some blue sky to our left. No, I think it's 20 miles an hour in the New Forest. Don't watch for the old ponies and the livestock that wander around. Oh, there's a pig walking across the road. He's in no hurry, is he? Bacon. Well, if you're a pig, that's a brilliant life, isn't it? Just wandering around a town, eating acorns and stuff, no doubt. Better than the poor things that are stuck in these like factory farms. Here we are, Sammy Millers. 2 V-Stroms and the Yamaha Diversion 900. Sandy said he was following a diversion all the way. But yeah, here's Sammy Millers anyway. It's like a little courtyard in there. It's brilliant. And there's some really amazing motorcycles in there. So we're going to be in our element. We're going to be excited. We're going to be running around. Harry's doing his exercises, look.
I'm working after the job.
I'm just trying to bloody breathe because I've been really poorly. My lungs ain't working properly. I can hear the violins going now. But there they are, look. Wiltshire Man and Harry Enfield. And the sun's come out. The sun shines on the righteous.
Yeah. It's the magic, the 3 amigos once again.
3 amigos. Here we go. Entering the Sammy Miller Museum. There's the cafe over there, tea rooms. What's Sandy doing? What is he doing? Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. Really chilled out and relaxed. Beautiful place. Anyway, let's go back in there and sit down and see if my breakfast or lunch has arrived. The brunch. No. There they are, look, there's partners in crime. What's your breakfast? Wiltshire Man.
Nice. Good cooked breakfast, this.
Do that again. There you go. He does that in all his vlogs when he's eating his steaks, when he's camping.
Yeah, we do.
I'll have to do that. If I come camping with you, Sandy, you can sit there cooking your steak like you normally do. And I'll sit there with my pot noodle, putting some hot water in it.
You got to go. That an old WLT?
45. There we go, we've got the old 45 here, made thousands of them. That's an early one, because it's got the pointy back light, so that's quite an early one. But yeah, flathead, side valve. The military version of this was called the Liberator, and they made thousands of them for the war effort, but this one's a civvy spec. And it was a little, I'd say it's probably, might be late 30s this, I'm not sure. But yeah, there you go. There's a Wiltshire Man vlog in it as well. Got 3-speed box. 3-speed box on it, right hand drive. Yeah, the big twins. I've got the UL, the big 1200. They were left-hand drive chain with everything was where it's supposed to be basically, but the carb still came out on the left-hand side. So yeah, but that's definitely I reckon that's a civvy spec, and I reckon that's maybe 1939 or something like that. If I can find the bloke, I'm going to ask him. Right, let's go and have a look. Here we go. First thing that takes my attention is the Morgan, the 1929 Morgan, with a water-cooled V-twin. Yeah, water-cooled Blackburn engine, that is. Never heard of them. I knew they used to use the JAPs on there, and the odd BSA engine on their Morgans, but never heard of a Blackburn.
Brilliant.
There we go.
Did you do it for me? Yeah. Good.
There's a.
Did you pick one of your? Did you pick yours up? Lovely.
Oh,
That's all right. And that's yours as
we
well.
got a sticker. Now this is the lovely lady
Hello.
that's just greeted us. Your name is
Sharon.
Sharon, and Sharon's just told me the interesting story about the 500 aerial that's up against the wall.
Would you like me to show you where it is?
Yeah. That's.
Guided tour as well.
I'm having a guided tour. Oops.
Nope, let's go down this way. I'll quickly show you the aerial bikes.
Right. What you reckon, NH?
Yeah.
Oh, Sandy's. We've lost Sharon. Walks too quick. Hang on, Sharon.
Sorry.
We're gonna.
Sorry,
All right. Wow, look at all this.
This is our famous trials hall.
Right.
Gov 132.
That's 132.
The very one.
Yeah.
The board behind it are all the races that he won. Not placed, but all the ones that he won just on that bike.
Right.
The Bultaco on the left, which is the Sherpa. That's the first one that came off the production line that he designed when he went to work for Senor Bulto. And obviously he won competitions on it.
Wow.
The Honda on the opposite side, is when he was asked to go and work with the Japanese to design a trials bike, that is the Honda that he used with the frame that he'd made famous. And Rob Shepherd, that's who rode it.
Rod Shepherd, yeah. Mick Andrews was Yamaha, wasn't he?
Yeah. And the bike on the very end, SHS, you
That's
may or may
lovely.
not have heard of, that was the very first bike Sammy ever made.
Right.
He was 17 years old.
Wow.
His father had bought him an engine, and he begged, stole and borrowed parts from scrap metal merchants, local dealers, and that was his very first bike he ever built. And there's a photograph just underneath it when he won the Scottish Newcomers record on that.
So basically then you're saying Sammy knows his onions?
I think he does, yeah.
How old is he now, by the way?
He will be 91 in 2 weeks.
91, and he still rides
He
as
still
well?
rides, he still works in the workship 5-6 days a week.
God.
I know, it's amazing.
Right, he's my hero.
Yeah. And he's
my hero, Sammy Miller.
And he's gone to Kempton, but he should probably be home soon. So you might get to see him later.
Wow.
But in here we've got the two famous Rickmans that Derek and Don rode. We've got.
I'll tell you what, this is better than a national
You've got Gordon
bike
Jackson's.
museum in Birmingham. Isn't it?
One Bino.
Gordon Jackson's trials bike. You've got the Royal Enfield over there that Sammy rode when he
Royal
was out in
Enfield?
Germany for the British
Crikey.
team. Everything.
Royal
Enjoy it.
Enfield.
You enjoy.
Thank you.
Right, thank you so much.
See you in a
That's
minute.
really kind of you. Wow, look at that.
I've got a order in, I'll scan all these bikes and put that over.
Yeah. Well, you're cleverer than me, Sandy, so... But yeah, so there's the famous
Dot that divided the trouble.
Gov 132, look.
They're making one with a Kawasaki engine now.
Are they?
Dots, yes.
Oh, they really?
Yeah, a road one.
Because the Kawasaki engine, it'll probably be one.
These two strokes, oh look. Now, do you remember, Harry, do you remember Mo wanted to sell me one of these?
Much, yeah.
And I thought, and it wasn't a lot of money, and when he was going on about it, God rest him, he's passed on now, but he was going, yeah, this guy wants to sell this much mammoth, and I knew what they were. I don't think Mo knew, did he, really? What they, but that's an NSU car engine. That's an NSU car engine in there, and they're quite a rare bike, and obviously it never came to anything, the lead to this Munch Mammoth, but I was really excited because I thought, oh, got a chance of getting a Munch Mammoth. But yeah, NSU car engine in a bike frame, German. 120 mile an hour, look, 1969. There you go, look, it tells you. 4-cylinder over a Cam NSU, 104 horsepower, magnesium. Oh, it's got magnesium gearbox on it as well. Twin choke down autos by the looks of it. But yeah, amazing. Here we go, that's lovely. Paint. Do you reckon that's an original paint job, H, on that katana?
No. That's been done, mate.
Yeah, because they were silver, weren't they?
It's an 82 in it, so there's no way it's that original paint.
Well, it says fully restored, but that don't look like an original paint job to
No,
me.
it
but
isn't.
unless we're,
Fully restored, both mechanical and cosmetically, so it's paint job.
I remember these. Claire
Yeah,
had
I
one of
had
them.
one of them.
You had one?
Yeah.
175?
Yeah, Claire had
Yeah,
one.
CD
They did
175.
the CD 175 Bentley, didn't they?
That's right. A little bit later, but this still got the single carb on it.
Yeah.
That's why they were considered commuter bikes, because they had the single car. And these are absolutely gorgeous. Those were the quick ones when they first brought those out in the 60s. Look, the little 124, and they were trouncing like 350 Triumphs, and these were little 125 Hondas. They were quick little things. It's one of Mr. Millard's, obviously very well known engineer, UK engineer, and I think he's hooked up with Henry Cole now and doing stuff, but for telly. But I think it was one of his little Honda V-twins that he made, little SS50 V-twin, or it's an SS100, yeah, so that's 250cc SS50 motors in there. Which one do you want, then, Harry?
That one,
Yeah.
that one.
Well, Harry's looking for a bike at the moment. Oh man, look what I've just seen there. Look at this.
And the Indian chief around the corner.
Look at that. How intricate is that?
You clocked the workshop then?
I didn't have a look in the window. No. It's amazing, isn't it, Wiltshire Man? You're going to sell your recumbent trike now, aren't you, Wiltshire Man? And
No, I never sell that.
You're going to buy yourself an old classic motorcycle.
Look at the engine on that.
Yeah, I was just saying to Harry about it. That's a 50cc racer, 1959, 4-cylinder, 12cc per cylinder, rubber suspension on the front forks.
Yeah.
There you go, look, there's your shocker. There's your suspension, 2 rubber bands. There we go. Various 2-stroke Sturmy Archer, 3-speed gearbox.
Here it is, this was the engine I was looking for.
Triumph, early Triumphs. Triumph Silent Scout. Sunbeam. Oh, it's just too much to take in, really. And there's your Ariel Square 4 engine. Priesty used to have one of them from the was in the United Bikers Club years ago, and the UBs we call them, and he had one of them. Or his partner Lynn or Teep I think it was, rode one of those, if my memory serves me correct. Yeah, Ariel Square 4, 2 cylinders at the back, 2 cylinders at the front, and I think the back ones used to get hot, I think. There's the bike. There's that engine in the bike. I remember the bike from the cricketers, Priesties or Teeps, that was fully chopped. That had like a front end, big long front end on it. And didn't look anything like that. SS100, 1925. Wow, look at that.
Fendine Race Sons, wasn't it?
Yeah. These were like the Rolls Royce of motorcycles. They'd build that bike. George Brough would build it to fit you. You'd go for a fitting, like you would a suit. They'd take your measurements. And I think Lawrence for Arabia, he had a few of these Broughs. He was a good customer of George Brough. And they put a smaller back wheel in for Lawrence for Arabia, for T. Lawrence, because he was short. Yeah, he was a little short guy. But yeah, made to measure, those bikes. And they used JAP engines, predominantly JAP engines, and the rest of it was obviously Brough, so all hand built. Absolutely gorgeous. But I'll be doing a vlog on T. Lawrence, hopefully, in the future. It's just time, it takes such a long time to do these things, but I will be doing a vlog on what I'm going to call famous motorcyclists. T. Lawrence was around really famous in the 20s and 30s. He was a sort of mega star, so we'll do, I'm going to do a vlog on that. An interesting one for you. It's a 1912 Verdell, American I do believe, 750cc overhead valve 5-cylinder radial. Look at this. Look at that. What does that say? 5-cylinder transmission, brake and coil ignition. Probably an early board racer. Yeah, I think they're right because there's no brakes on it. Look, so the board racers of the day didn't have brakes. I don't think they've got brakes nowadays. But the restoration, they're restored to a really high standard, aren't they? Yeah. We've lost Harry Enfield. Harry Enfield's got fed up, and he's got fed up with all this vlogging. So we'll go and find him anyway. Back down the staircase. Right, we're back down on the
ground floor now. I'm going to have to go and get myself another battery in a minute. So, I'm going to do a round 2 of this in a bit, but look at that lovely little thing. Cecilio overhead valve engine. I suppose that's Cecilio.
It's a bicycle motor conversion, isn't it?
Yeah, that's how they all started out. I was talking to a lad called, I did a short on one of my
down
vlogs.
at the flying place.
Alfred, and he had one of these Chinese engines stuck on his mountain bike. He went and did 35 mile an hour. But that's on one of my shorts. I'll watch that. But oh, look, a V-Rod. Why Harley didn't continue making these rather than those Revolution things, I don't know. It's a lovely engine. And there's only 7 bikes in the whole of this collection, this museum, that don't work, that don't run properly. All the rest are perfectly usable, serviceable. But anyway, let's get into our Vincents. So there you go. There's your Black Lightning. These are worth some money. 1939A series. A little bit odd, those. I think these later models look better. They looked a lot better, those engines, but these look a little bit odd. But then, I don't know, that's not bevel drive, is it? Surely. Are they bevel drive? Do you know what? It might well be. Or extremely short push rods. That's push rod. I know that. That's a push rod. I reckon that's bevel drive on that. It's even got like a hairspring, valve springs. So I'm lacking in my knowledge of Vincent's. But I reckon that looked like a bevel drive valve operation. And we got the Comet, which is the single cylinder, basically a cylinder locked off. So there you are, one last look at the Vincents. God knows how much money's worth here, probably £500,000 or more. I reckon about 500 grand's worth there. Anyway, see what we got. We'll go down here first. We'll go this way. We've got generic, Japanese stuff. No doubt very Suzuki RG. Yeah, there's the obligatory 500. Square 4, 2-stroke. Really quick in the day. We're Java, the Javas, or as we know them as Jawa. I do believe that is pronounced Java. That's an interesting frame. Reminds me of my mate Martin's Volkswagen Trike. He made a frame that was curved like that, a square section. He cheated, but only he knows how he cheated. Well, Goodsey. Bevel drive. They seem to like their bevel drives, didn't they? There's a lot of bikes with bevel drive valve gear. Now the Goodsey, now this is an interesting one. Now this, not a Goodsey, but that is the same configuration as a Ducati. 4-speed leading link 500 twin cylinder racing bike. Moto Guzzi. I do like that. It's unusual. These are amazing, these things. Look at that. Now that's a prototype. That's 4-cylinder. 2-stroke. That sounds lovely. Slightly locked over square. 42mm bore. 45mm stroke. Racers of yesteryear. It's a work. You've got to come. If you're into motorbikes, you've got to come here. Absolutely amazing. You can't really take it all in. I'm going to go and have a cup of coffee in a minute and then come back in and do it all again. But what's this? A Moto Guzzi V8. V8 crankshaft. 498 cylinder, 44 by 4, so it's slightly under square. 80 horsepower, 14,000 revs per minute. Wow. It all is look tucked in double overhead cam. I spent a lot on this casings, probably magnesium on that. But AGS water cooled.
When I started it, it confused me because I thought I just had to take a
And then there's this now. I think they called this the porcupine. Might be wrong. I think they called this the porcupine. Oh, hang on, I've just seen the description. There you go. 1947. You can see why they call it a porcupine. All the cooling fins on it. Dry clutch. Absolutely stunning. Celsius. Oh, this is a different one. So we got 3. What's this all about? 3-cylinder, look. 2 up top, 1 sticking out the front. DKW 352-stroke 5-speed gearbox cylinder. Very thirsty racer. 3 cylinders. Didn't even know that existed. The hand-beaten tank. What do you reckon, Wiltshire Man?
They're lovely, aren't they?
Oh,
I reckon,
works of
I
art.
reckon they must have used a lot of gunk,
And a lot of fuel.
a lot of gunk, but there's not a lot of junk.
No. And look at these, the way they stack the cylinders on them.
Yeah.
Have you seen the 3-cylinder one where they got 2 cylinders on top? Like the old Jap bikes,
Yeah.
and 1 sticking out the front.
Yeah,
It's like a
seen
massive
that,
big
yeah.
oil cooler.
I've seen that.
Moto Villa. Look at the carbs.
Yeah, that's
It's
mental,
just,
isn't it?
it's just gorgeous, isn't
It's
it?
basically 2 engines, isn't it?
These are just gorgeous things. The engineering gone into them. Everything's so, nowadays, everything's so generic, isn't it?
It is,
You
yeah.
know, I suppose that's because they've reached the pinnacle of engine design and they all more or less look the bloody same. But back in the day, they were experimenting with all sorts of stuff. Now, that's a 750 V2 into Sportster. XR, I reckon. They used these motors a lot on flat track and they did a road race version. I think we're looking at it now. If we can actually see the engine in there. There you go. And what they did, the rear cylinder was reversed, so the exhaust comes out the front, like it should do basically, and the carb is out the back. Where the normal Sportsters always had a manifold in the middle, and the intakes were in the rear of the cylinders, so the back cylinder was back to front, so the exhaust would come out of the back of the back cylinder. Typical Harley, but these were different. And this, I'm guessing, is a 750. We'll have a look. We'll test my my knowledge now. There you go, 750. Yeah, it was right. Iron heads, we call these. Harley Davidson Land. Yeah, and a big Delauto. With those Delautos and Macunis on there, they look like Macunis. They did use Delautos on these as well, I think. But look at that. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a job to take it all in, isn't it?
It's a job to take it all in.
You can't. You need a few visits to this place. I'm so glad I've come today.
You haven't seen any MZs?
I'm sure that I know somebody to tell you where there's
You
MZs.
was looking for an NZTS 250?
No, definitely haven't got that. No, you're right, we haven't got that one.
No. Never mind.
Sandy's. Wiltshire Man's disappointed now.
If I could always wanted it.
There you go, look, we come in here and there's hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of most exotic machines, and Wiltshire Man wants to look at an MZ 250, but they're just as good, they're as good in their own right, aren't they?
Brilliant little bike.
There you go, they're fetching money. Good money now. The Wiltshire Man's putting an APB out now for an MZ. He wants
I'd be
to.
interested if the price is right. Anyway, Vicky.
Yeah, look. There's the next best thing. Looks sort of like an MZ. The DKW, look.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's an MZ-ish.
They based their engines on DKW.
Well, there you go then. Yeah. That's the original.
All I can say.
Well, this is what they call double vlogging. Where's Harry gone anyway? Harry Enfield's disappeared. He's disappeared. Oh, look at that thing. Oh, that's as dodgy and sketchy as hell. Now, I know about these. These were basically a mobile storage box, delivery box. So that is all box with a wheel in the back. You've got an headstock on it, and then all your engine, fuel tank and everything's on the front forks. How bizarre is that?
Was that hand start, was it?
Looks like it, yeah. You're going to get your leg, well, I wouldn't get my leg up there personally, but open that up, and that was your pizza delivery vehicle or whatever yesteryear.
Please do not touch these.
Where's the other side? I don't know if I've been over there yet. I don't think I have. It just goes on and on, this place. Let's go see if we can see Harry Enfield out the window. I bet you he's out there having a fag.
He's getting his oxygen, isn't he?
I need my oxygen. My breathing's absolutely shocking at the moment. Can't see him. Is that what Colin's got?
That one there, exactly the same.
Yeah, Lord Colin. Lord Colin, your bike's in here. 1924. Is it Collins is?
This is 1919.
19, yeah.
Nothing's changed though. You reckon his fame might be 1914?
There you go, Colin. Your bike, 2.25 horsepower. You can always. I followed Colin now and again, where he's been on that. And there's Harry. We thought you'd be having a fag and a coffee.
I've been for one. It's like I've got to do a bit of welding on a Harley for the boy. His exhaust split.
Yeah, so Lord Colin, this is his bike, and he does still ride. Well, it's not his actual bike, but he's got one exactly the same. And ride that around Stratton and Swindon, and he might venture out to a few villages. And you always know it's him because there's like this massive plume of smoke over top of the bike. You see the smoke before you see Colin, and then Colin will actually push start it off the lights to get, because it's 2.25 horsepower. So he actually pushes it along, doesn't he, Sandy, with his feet? Pushes it along with his feet
I got gassed.
to get going.
I was behind him once and I got absolutely gassed.
Did you see it like this plume, don't you?
16 to 1 oil ratio.
Is it? See, 2-stroke, see? But yeah. If you go onto Sandy's channel, Wiltshire Man, which most of you probably already are on it, you'll see Lord Colin and his Royal Enfield flat tanker. It make you chuckle. But yeah, brilliant. That was a lovely look around that museum, and I think we hit the nail on the head today because there's hardly anybody here. I think if we there's Mr. Miller there. That was the man himself. Just gave me the nod. So that's an absolute legend. Yeah, we hit the nail on that through me then. We hit the nail on the head because there's hardly anybody here today, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. And the staff in there are really, really nice as well. So we will be back. We'll be back. Be a breakfast run. This could be. Okay, well, it's absolutely glorious now. We've been sat out here having a cup of coffee at the cafeteria thing, and there's Wiltshire Man, and I'm going to, what do you call it, Sandy? Wrapping it up.
Wrap it up.
We're going to wrap it up.
Yeah. Get on with it, man.
So I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.
So thanks for watching.
No, I just said bye for now. You normally say bye for now. Thanks for watching and bye for now.
Harry Enfield's got a star on it.
Tatty bye, Mandy. Tatty bye.